Hello everyone! 5 weeks has gone by. Can you believe it? 5 weeks since I posted a video of me starting my garden. So, are you ready for an update and a garden tour that you didn't ask for? If you say so, come with me. I'm gonna keep everything very quick, sweet, and short. Yeah, that's the best way, isn't it? So, let's start seeing what's going on with my tomatoes. As you all can see, my tomatoes are doing pretty well. They didn't grow that quick, but I'm very happy and very pleased. As you all can see, there's some flowers coming up here, and I hooked them on my little trellis that I made it, and I'm very proud of. Overall, I'm very happy with how my tomatoes are going. The only thing I'm not happy is how I made my trellis. And I used this little outdoor UV protected string. It's great, but it doesn't hold a lot of weight, and I realize that it's bowing down. And next time, if I would have to do this trellis for next season, I'm gonna use wire, and I'm pretty sure it will be more strong, and try to make sure the plants can climb straight up without having any of the limbs falling over to the soil, which I'm cutting. As you all can see, I'm trying to keep it down so there's a lot of airflow, not a lot of stuff touching the wet soil to prevent disease from infestating my plants. The next thing I'm going to show you all is how my Japanese sweet potatoes are doing, and you're going to be impressed. The beauty of the sweet potatoes, as any potatoes, is that they grow crazy. Once you plant them in a spot, it's really hard to get rid of them. And as you all can see, it took over my bed, entire bed, and I do not like the yellow sweet potato. That's really a yam. I prefer the Japanese sweet potato, and man oh man, it looks pretty good. And for my surprise, this little tomato plant here just decided to grow right in the midst of my sweet potato. And I was like, well, I'll leave it there and see what happens. And as you all can see, there's some tomatoes popping up already here. So I'm just gonna leave it here and free food, why not? Another thing I'm very proud of myself is my cucumbers. I built this trellis with this netting so it can climb. As you all can see, it's working pretty good because it's already right on the top. And after 5 weeks, I'm already collecting my harvest. So it's very rewarding, and I'm very pleased about it. The only thing I would say that I would have done different is made the trellis slightly larger so it could support 4 plants, because right now they're kind of crowded, and I have to keep cleaning to keep the breeze flowing through the leaves so it doesn't create and become the perfect home for powdered mildew. And here you're gonna see my eggplant. Don't be naughty. The garden eggplant. As you can see, I already have 1 fruit here. I'm very pleased. There's some flowers coming up, and I only have 4 plants of eggplants, and this was gifted by my friend, and I'm very happy about it. I have a few other ones that are smaller here. They're still developing, but in a few weeks I'm ready to cook some eggplants. I just don't know how. I'm waiting for a friend to send me a good recipe because she said it's to die for, and I'm ready to die. Right next to my cucumber and my eggplants, I planted a variety of things in little patches. As you all can see right here, there's a little flower of my delicate squash. There's no squash yet, but you know, it's coming soon. And let me just tell, delicate squash is my favorite squash of all kinds. And it's totally worth it to plant it. It's easy to cook, and yeah, I'm biased. I love my delicate squash. And right next to it, I plant my row of corn. And of course, other types of squashes. This is my butternut squash. I have my watermelon plant, my melon plant. There's a little bush of asparagus. That's the first year. And I don't know if you are aware, but asparagus takes a long time to produce. So first year is just this little thin little branches that pop up. Second year you might harvest something, but normally it's the 30 years where you get a good harvest. So for now, all I'm gonna have is this. Pretty ugly, isn't it? And right here, those are my sunflowers, is the king sunflower. And I'm trying to beautify the garden, put some flowers here and there. And also not just for the beauty, but also for the sake of pollinators. Right next to my patch of everything, I made a half a bed of beets and carrots. And it's doing pretty well. Consider what I did last year. I am 100% sure this year I will succeed. Last year, I used a very shallow bed, so it was too compact, so my carrots grew this big. And I knew I had to add more soil, make sure there's a good aeration and the soil wasn't compacted. So they are doing pretty well. All I have to do now is thin a little bit to make sure they have enough space between plants. And this ugly patch here that you see is all my little herbs and some peppers. I have, you know, my oregano, my basils. I have 3 varieties of basil. I have dill right here, some of the dill, and of course, peppers. They are growing slowly, but I think it's normal for peppers to grow kind of slow. And I spread out peppers almost everywhere because that's the majority of the crops that I'm making. I love sauces and I love peppers, so it's what I'm going for this year. So as I mentioned before, this other bed here is all dedicated to peppers. So there's peppers, 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 and peppers, different varieties. I made the mistake of not labeling them. I labeled them as seedlings, but I didn't label them once I transplanted. So that was a big mistake. This side here is the only one I know what they are. So this is a purple bell pepper. This one is the orange bell pepper, there's 2 plants here. And the 2 in the back there are the red bell peppers. So I know what they are. And of course, here is something that I am enjoying growing. I am not an expert in how to consume rhubarb. All I know is rhubarb jelly with strawberries. So I am saving some to cook me some jam and make me a pie. And if you have any better idea of what to do with rhubarb or how to prepare, send me a comment. And I'll be happy to learn new tricks and how to use this beautiful plant that, independent of eating or not, is just gorgeous in the garden. And for last, I left my rosemary plant. I don't know if you remember that I transplanted. It was in a different location that was taking so much space. I splitted the plant and I transplanted individually in this miniature raised bed. You see all those dry leaves here is because they are dying, but the plant has already sent new leaves and looks beautiful, very green. And soon it's gonna be a fuller bush and will look very healthy. So I'm very happy. Just not for the sake of having rosemary as a herb for cooking, but also just the smell and the beauty of the bush in the garden. I recommend to anybody, and it's an easy plant to have. Well, that was it. That is the quick tour of my humble little garden. I hope you enjoy. I hope you had fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. As you all know, I am just starting, and as someone that has a full-time job, a lot of dogs and kids, making videos, it only happens when I have a free time. So bear with me. I'll be here more often. And thank you so much for watching. To the next one.